Shalom, this is your brother Abarawa, and giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the God which the scriptures speak of. And Yahweh Shai is only begotten Son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and the Rakah, which is the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, preaching and teaching this 100% truth of the gospel to the four corners of the earth, helping to wake up and to seal the elect of the nation of Israel. And salutation to all you sincere Akim out there that are pushing this gospel in truth and sincerity, risking your life and your freedom to do so. Alright, so we're just going to go right into it. This is the book of Genesis chapter 25 verse 20, and it reads, And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian, of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife, because she was barren. And Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. That's the point I wanted to get right there. The one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. That's the title of this video, the elder shall serve the younger. And the elder in this case being Esau, and the younger being Jacob. And that is how it has been set up through the Spirit. It has already been prophesied that that you Edomites men, that you children of Esau, you will be under us, the children of Jacob, the Israelites, which are you Negroes, you Latinos and Native Americans. You're going to, and also of course all these other scattered Israelites. I look like all the other scattered Israelites. They look like the other nations. All the men of this world, and the women too. All the humans on this planet that their line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You are the children of the nation. You are the children of the nation of Israel. And all the humans in this world whose line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. You are the Edomites, and you are going into slavery along with all the other nations that I did not mention. If you're not an Israelite, you are going into slavery. But that's beside the point. I'm going to get an idea of that. Right now, Esau is at the top, but very soon, pursuing to Second Esdras chapter 6 of the Apocrypha, you will be brought down, and the younger will be, the younger will be put back in his position, which is the master over the elder. So let me go to, because Isaac loved Esau. Isaac wanted to give Esau the blessing, but Yahweh he had another plan. The same way that even though Ephraim was younger than Manasseh, Ephraim was given more blessings by Jacob, rather Israel, because that's why they changed his name. But Ephraim was giving more blessings, and the same way that even though Joseph was the youngest, all his brothers were made to bow down before him. Because Yahweh does not see as men see. He looks into the spirit. He looks into the soul of a person. What kind of soul is in that body? What kind of spirit that person has? That's how he makes his decisions on whether they will be chosen by him or whether they will not be. And this is the book of 1 Samuel 16:7, and it reads, But Yahweh said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. So Yahweh looked into the heart of Esau, and he saw that he was wicked. As the scriptures say, even though Esau wasn't born yet, but that is pertaining to Romans 9, I think either the 14th or the 15th verse. Even though Yahweh had not, they had not been, the children being not born yet and having no works, it was not. Let me just go to it. Let me just butcher it. Romans chapter 9, and I'll start from verse 14. Okay, wait. Okay, no, it was 11. Okay, Romans chapter 9, verse 11, and it reads, For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of power according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. And Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh called our father Jacob, the father of you Israelites, and he rejected Esau. You know what? Let me just go to that instead. He rejected Esau because the most when he saw Esau, he saw the wicked, he saw the devil, he saw the one who was good. He saw one who has gone astray from the womb. The children of disobedience, the man of sin, the son of perdition. He saw Cain, because that was the spirit that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh put inside Esau, the spirit of Cain. And let me also get this, because Yahweh chose Jacob our father, and he chose his children, because Yahweh promised Abraham that his seed would be the one that would be his seed, that his children, the children that he would have through Sarah, that he would give them to his son, and his son would be the son that would have the promise that would have the promise that his son would be multiplied as the stars of the earth, and through his son all the nations will be blessed. Let me just go to it. That through his seed all the nations will be blessed. Let me just go to it. Let me see if I can get it. That's too much. Here it is, Genesis chapter 22, verse 18. Let me just pick it up for you here it is. I'll start from verse 15. And this is Genesis chapter 22, and I'll start from verse 15. And the angel of Yahweh called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time, and said, By myself have I sworn, saith Yahweh, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son. And this was after Yahweh commanded Abraham to kill his son. And the angel came down to stop him. And I continue from verse 17. That in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore. And thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. And that seed was speaking of Jacob, the children of Israel, us. Because Esau is not part of the seed. Esau is not considered, in the eyes of Yahweh, Esau is not the child, is not the son of Abraham. Esau is not considered of the seed of Abraham. Ishmael is not considered of the seed of Abraham. The only children that Abraham has in Yahweh sight are Isaac, Jacob, and the 12 tribes. And let me read it here for you. And let me read it in the book of Romans chapter 9, so just use a quick scripture to confirm it. This is Romans chapter 9, and I read, I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not, my conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom concerning the flesh Hamashiach came, who is over all, God blessed forever. Amen. Not as though the word of God hath taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel, meaning that there are two groups in Israel, the house of David and the house of Saul, the elect and the wicked Israelites, the 1/3 and the 2/3. You can slice it however you like, but at the end of the day, the ones that Hamashiach came for, the ones that Yahweh came for, were the house of David, the elect of the nation of Israel, the 1/3, while the rest will be tried in the fire, will be burnt in the fire, will be judged, and then purified and made white when they come back in the kingdom. Like I see from verse 7, either because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So you hear that, it's that's right there. Yahweh did not consider, they don't even consider Esau as one of the seed of Isaac, or rather as one of the children of Isaac. The only, according in the eyes of Yahweh, the only rather I should say, yeah, the only child that Isaac has and the only children of the promise according to Abraham had was, Jacob. I don't know if I explained that well, through the spirit. I hope your brother has understood that. Let me also get this one as well. Isaiah chapter 45 verse 4, where it says that, let me just read this instead of trying to go by my, by off the head. And it says Isaiah chapter 45 verse 4, and it reads, "For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me." So Yahweh he called the children of Israel, even when he called Jacob, he called Israel and the seed even before they were born upon the earth, even when they were in the womb, because he had already chosen that spirit, from the beginning from the beginning. He had chosen that the righteous spirit of our father Jacob, and he had chosen the Israelites, over all nations on the earth, because that was his plan from the start. It's not like he just decided to stop halfway, like these Christians always think like Yahweh just change his mind halfway and do something, change his mind halfway and create human, change his mind halfway and choose only one nation out of the whole world to serve him, change his mind halfway again and decide that okay, all nations are free to serve me. No, his has been in place, plan from the beginning, that he would use only one nation to control all and subjugate all the other nations, because Israel will rule all of the other nations. The children of Israel will rule all of you. Anyways, scriptures tell you. Anyways, and you know what scripture should I even get which one should I start with? I can go to multiple scriptures in the Old Testament and the New Testament. Well, I'll just go to a few a little bit. I'll go to a few a little bit later. Maybe I'll also only go to Psalms 2. Maybe that's beside the point. Let's just quickly go to something else, because let me just go to Genesis chapter, and this is the book of Genesis chapter 27, and I'll start from verse 32, and it reads, "And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, he shall be blessed." So the story goes like this. Esau, when the time had come for Isaac to die, he wanted to bless his two sons before he left, and Esau went to go and get some wild meat and cook for Isaac, so that Isaac could bless him. But Rebecca called his son, and Yahweh set it up that way. He set up Rebecca to trick Isaac into giving the blessing to Jacob. Even though the blessing was already Jacob's, but that was all done to fulfill prophecy. Now continue from verse 34. "And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is he not rightly called Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?" Alright, now let's stop there. First of all, Jacob goes back to the Hebrew word Yaikwab, which means supplanter, or the one that holds the heel. And that's basically what Jacob's name meant. That's why he changed his name from Yaikwab to Yasharala, from Jacob to Israel, from supplanter to prince of power. That name carried the covenant which Yahweh puts on him, because all Israelites are the sons of God. We are, this is even just tell you the book of Psalms, you are lower gods. And also, what I want to get to, Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. I think it is in here. Okay, no wait. I think it's 37. So that let me just type it in the bullet. I don't know where it is. Esau sold his birthright to Jacob, and now he's talking about how he doesn't that Jacob stole his birthright. But this is the precept for Esau selling his birthright. And this is the book of Genesis chapter 25 verse 29, and it reads, And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Edom means Adawam, which means red. And some of these scholars, they always pretend to confuse the word Adawam for Adama. And Adawam is red. Adama means man, which is Adam's Hebrew name. And this Adawam is the name Edom, which means red. So they confuse the two names to try and make it seem as if Adam was, a so-called white man. But we all know that is not true, because Adam was from the ground, and there is no ground on this, there is no soil on this planet that matches Esau, the so-called white man's skin complexion. In fact, if somebody plants a garden, he uses they use a certain type of soil called loamy soil, and that's probably the darkest soil on this planet. The darkest soil, and it's the most fertile. That should tell you something. That darkest soil being the most fertile. That should tell you something. Anyway, and I continue from 31. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up, and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. So even that account tells you that after what happened, Esau hated his birthright. And it now comes back here in the Genesis chapter 27 and says that Jacob stole his birthright. Let me go back to where I stopped. From verse 30, and this is the book of Genesis chapter 27, and I'm continuing from verse 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. What shall I do now unto thee, my son? So Isaac basically told him that, look, everybody is on this planet, because at one point or one time or the other, all the nations on the planet were all brothers. So everybody on the planet, I've given into Jacob and I've given into his children. And I treat them as slaves, because if you precept, if you can receive it, Isaac is Yahweh Shai in the reincarnation, our Savior and our Redeemer, the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And Isaac, and he would have that kind of power, to give one nation all the other nations as slaves. And I continue from verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So all this happened during the time of during the time of the kings of Israel, David and his children. The kings of Israel and the kings of Judah, they had the Edomites under subjection. They had the Edomites under slavery, basically. And then the Edomites, they managed to break free, and they created the Roman Empire. and then they were now put back into slavery again after the Roman Empire. During the times of the Black Caesars of Rome, the Moors, the Byzantine empires, the various English, French, German, Irish empires. If you look up the original images, the Russian icons and all those other things, the images of black nobility, the images of I've forgotten the name of that book, images of dark people in Western art or so. You will see that all these things that I'm speaking of is true. And if you go to the oldest churches in Europe, you will see images of. In fact, now that I think about it, there's a bust of a black Shakespeare in England. There's literally a bust of a Shakespeare that is completely dark skinned with woolly black hair in England. And you should look it up. And of course, there's also different images of black saints and black angels, black so-called black dark-skinned men that littered across all these churches, and that goes into the lesson I did on iconoclasm and Esau's turning of things upside down and the whole leprosy thing. But anyway, I continue. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. I know ever since then, Esau has hated Jacob. The so-called white man has hated us. That is the justification for for that is going to be. That's the reason why he did all those unthinkable things, to the children of Israel, to us during slavery, both the Negroes, the Latinos, and Native Americans. If you can just look up all the cruel things that Esau did during the time of slavery, man, and you'll see that this man is truly the devil. His wickedness knows no bounds, man. He has no human sympathy. Then he wanted to completely wipe Jacob off the earth, man. Put that, to make that whole Psalm 83, to bring that Psalm 83 into effect, make the name of Israel no longer in remembrance. I know. Sure, it's I know that right now we're in that time where Esau has broken the yoke from off our yoke from off his neck, and he has put us in yoke as well. So that's once again pursuing to 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Esau being the end of the world and Jacob being the beginning of it that followeth. And this time there's not going to be a change of power again. We're going to rule forever. And we're getting closer to that day, which is the reason why I'm making this video. The elder shall serve the younger. Alright, so that's now end this lesson right there, and I'm going to bring out the part 2 of this lesson at another time. Now, through the Spirit, every brother edified. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Akak, Adash, Shalom.